Well, part two. Didn't take any footage of actually shooting 10 rounds of each, 10 grains of 296, 45 grain soft point, and the 40 grain projectile from Winchester, Magnum projectile. I had some failures to extract with the 45 grain pills and 10 grains. Might be a little much, but it tapped out the cleaning rod, just pushing the rod down there with on the weight of the rod, pulled it out. So I reckon I might have to tweak the extractor a bit. Maybe the 340s are notorious with having very weak extraction because of the tiny little tab that they've pressed through during the process of manufacturing an extractor. So I might have to drop a bit of MIG weld on it and reshape it and reharden it where I can without losing the spring tension, just to boost the amount of surface area that can grip onto the extractor. So I didn't worry about where it was aiming. I'll switch cameras. The 45s are up the top. That's the 45 PPU from the last one. Those 5 there, of course I was aiming here. Those 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are the 45 grains with 10 grains of 296. And then I'm aiming here, and then that's the second group of 45 grains of 296, 4 in a nice little cluster and 1 blown out. Now I was sort of rushing this first one, but this one here I was sort of taking my time, and as you can probably hear and see from the trees, we're pretty damn windy here at the moment. That's not a bad group of those 45 grainers. It's something worth looking into. 40 grainers, 10 grains, obviously aiming here at shot here. Not as good. Might have to drop that down to 9.5 maybe. Just to start load to see what it goes like. And then again the second lot sort of waited for the gust of winds to drop down, and 4 in a reasonable cluster and then 1 out. So I've got this windage blowing across. So obviously the 45s didn't go across as much as what the others did, but it's not too bad. Certainly got some potential. Worth looking into, working up a load for it. That's just to suck it and see. I now know I've got possible extractor issues, and 10 grains will shoot a good cluster if I do my part. Guess there's going to be a part 3 and possibly a part 4, because I basically had to think about it, and I reckon if I drop some weld onto the safety lever that blocks the trigger and finish it off and harden it, we can take all of the slop out of the trigger mechanism. That's when the safety's on, there's a lot of play. So if I take all that out and it locks down solid, my calculations, having a look at it, I should be able to actually drop at least 50% of the length of pull on the trigger, which of course will bring that down quite a bit and refine it a bit more. So that'll be a part 3, I think, because at the moment it's pretty hard trying to get a decent grip anyway, because it's like an 8-pound pull. I haven't physically measured it, but that's what it feels like. Previously, before I pulled it apart, it was actually a lot of creep in it, and a lot messier, a lot harder, because you squeeze the trigger and chunk, 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 chunk. That's what you had, like sandpaper. It's glass smooth, but it's very long and heavy. So, I mean, maybe if I reduce the seal length, I can make a new spring that's weaker and doesn't require as much as as it has. We'll see. But I think it's got some potential. Definitely not the best bedding with a barrel band, but hey, it is what it is. So stay tuned for part 3 and possibly part 4.